KSWI Atlantic,
a proud part of Meredith Communications.
KS 95.7.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to Atlantic. And Tom Robbins alongside Cody Weaver. High school basketball tonight here at 95.7, live streamed on westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishnanat, a non-conference basketball game here tonight between the Atlantic Trojans and the Lenox Tigers, a non-conference game with Lenox out of the Pride of Iowa Conference and Atlantic out of the Hawkeye 10 Conference here this evening. On broadcast brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop. Locations at Atlantic and Carroll. First Whitney Bank, they're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. Body Basic, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros, so by your side to maximize yields. From the word go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. Also, 2nd Street Auto, your transmission pros, and Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And brought to you by the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Switta, safe, reliable Switta for all your transportation needs. Stein Seed. If Stein has yield, contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. And Hy-Vee, a bakery, deli, meat department, and pharmacy and grocery. Always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. And Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, the hometown bank for hometown people. Member FDIC, also brought to you by Elkhart Plastics. Integrity, optimism, customer focus, and a can-do spirit. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to fill out an application. And brought to you by the Fish Store and Pet Center, your local one-stop pet shop in downtown Atlantic. JV game is winding down, as you can see on our live stream. About 1:12 to go here, 53-41 the score in this JV game. Lenox really making a nice comeback, Cody Weaver. Welcome back to broadcast tonight.
It was 53-26 at one time not too long ago, so it's definitely tightened up here towards the end of the fourth quarter.
We'll have our pregame with Coach Franken coming up here in a moment. It's brought to you by McAtee Tire. Is Coach Jeremy Blake, the head man for the Atlantic Trojans on the JV side. Of course, the varsity game will be coming up in a moment. Well, Cody, we had the Harlan game on Tuesday, and they came out with that box-in one on Colton Rasmussen. And tell you what, it made it tough for the Trojans, and we'll see if, I know Colton's been hobbled with an injury. We'll see. I think it's going to be a game-time decision tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't 100% ankle-wise, and I'm not sure that he was feeling 100%, but you know, Harlan really did a nice job, almost 2 guys on him the whole time, and really restricted the shots that he was available to, or even, you know, inside the paint, they had their tall guys in there, and it was just tough to get in there and score for him.
You can watch this on our video. Cody Weaver behind the camera as well, and it's powered by Nishnanat. Atlantic and Lenox going to face off here in just a little bit. And we'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more pregame right after these on 95.7 FM and live video streamed on westerniowatoday.com.
Winter is here and so is the cold. This year, let Olson's Outdoor Power make acreage life easy with our in-stock line of Coyote tractors with heated cabs to make chores on cold days a lot more comfortable. Whether you're clearing snow, feeding livestock, or just moving firewood around, getting out of the wind and into a cab is a must. Stop in today and take home a Coyote tractor with a cab and heat for as low as $27,800 with 0% financing. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Work seems a lot less like work when you do it with the people you know, family, neighbors, and friends. When you do your banking at First Whitney Bank, it's much the same thing. You're working with the family of your community, your neighbors, and friends, because that's who we are. We share life with you at community celebrations, at school and church activities, and as you allow us to serve you with your banking business. Our commitment to you and our community has been how we've done business for over 5 generations, and that's why we're the only bank you will ever need. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantecker, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Tom Robinson, Cody Weaver, we're live streaming. You can go to westerniowatoday.com and click on our live stream, as we're going to have a ceremony here before we get started here, Cody Weaver, and we'll try to catch the PA. This is our law enforcement. They're led by Atlantic Police Chief Devin Hogue and Cass County Sheriff Darby McLaren. We'll see if we can.
It's a good time for you to behave right now, Tom.
Yeah, that's right. As you can see in our video, they're getting a standing ovation. Our law enforcement being recognized here tonight. Very nice. Yes. Well, I tell you what, Cody, that's a great honor to have these guys here tonight.
For sure. I mean, the quick response from all the departments, as well as the first responders in the community. You can't get by without them.
No way. And so a tribute to our law enforcement, you can see on our live video screen here, and they were led out by Atlantic Police Chief Devin Hogue and Cass County Sheriff Darby McLaren here before this one tonight. Well, when we take a look here, Lenox is a member of the Pride of Iowa Conference, and they finished about the middle of the pack in that conference. There are 10 teams in that league. Bedford won it at 20-2. They were 13-0 in all games. Mount Ayr, they were runner-up at 14-5 and 10-3. Then you had Southeast Warren at 12-7 and 9-4. Wayne 12-9 and 6-7. Central Decatur 11-10, 8-5. Lenox 10-10 on the year, and they're 7-6 in conference play coming into tonight. Atlantic 5-14 coming into the game. The Southwest Valley, they were 7th at 10-9, 5-7. And Mountain Still, St. Mary's, East Union, Nottoway Valley finished off that boys Pride of Iowa Conference standings here this season. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more pregame from Atlantic on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, Western Iowa Today TV, powered by Nishtanet.
The Cass Health Pharmacy is now open. With their convenient hours of Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, they will make it easy to get your prescriptions. Plus, you can transfer your current prescriptions to them by just calling 712-243-7508 or stop by and they'll take care of you. And if you're a MyChart user, you can easily request prescription refills and renewals. If you don't have an account yet, the Cass Health pharmacists are here to help. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Glow Bowling. All the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl. Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Southwest Iowa Transit Agency offers in-town school transportation for Atlantic, Red Oak, Harlan, and Glenwood children. Parents are able to rest easy knowing all their children, from preschoolers to teenagers, will make it to school every day safely and on time. Let SWITA take kids to school for only $1.50 per child per trip. For more information or to register your child, visit SWITA.com or call 800-842-8065. My SWITA, my ride.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back. A pregame show here at 95.7 FM on our live stream, Western Iowa Today TV. And we look at the Hawkeye 10 Conference this season. Still some games to be played. In fact, Atlantic will have Harlan Monday night right here, and we'll have that game on 95.7 FM and live video streamed as well. Kemper 17-3 and 8-2 in the conference. Lewis Central 9-1 in the conference, and they're 13-4 overall. And then you have Denison Schleswig at 8-2 in the conference, 10-8 in all games. And Harlan with 3 losses, 6-3. They're 11-7. Glenwood 7-3, Red Oak 3-7, Creston 4-6, Coretta 3-7, Atlantic 3-6, Shenandoah 0-10 in the conference, and St. Albert 3-7. So as far as the records go, Kemper 17-3, Lewis Central 13-4, Harlan 11-7, Denison 10-8, Glenwood 10-8, Red Oak 10-11, Creston 9-10, Coretta 8-11, Atlantic 5-14, Shenandoah 5-16, and St. Albert 4-16 as we look out on the floor. Cody Weaver, and again, that Colton Rasmussen, who's averaging about 28 a game, was a kind of game-to-game decision. I'm not sure. That might see him out there, so we'll see if we can get him in the lineup. It's a big cog in that offense. There's no doubt about it, huh?
Yeah, you're going to need his height. I mean, you look both team matchup, height-wise, we've got a little bit of an advantage, but Lenox is, fairly tall also.
Colton with a left leg injury, and they're hoping to get him healthy down the stretch. Of course, Atlantic has this one tonight, Monday at home against Harlan, and then they'll be at Denison on Tuesday night, and then they'll take to the road somewhere a week from Monday. They'll be starting that sub-state tournament, and we'll follow the Trojans. We'll have all the action. We won't have the game Tuesday. We're going to have Exira EHK girls on 95.7 FM with Zach Collins on the call. Speaking of tournaments, get started tomorrow night for the Atlantic Trojans. They travel to Gowrie. They'll take on Southeast Valley. Southeast Valley 11-8, Atlantic 8-13. That should be a great one. And the Trojans have a great opportunity to advance. The winner will play their Cherokee Washington or Greene County. Greene County 1-20, and Cherokee Washington 13-7. On the top side of that bracket, you have Harlan at 17-3, OABCIG 2-17. They match up tomorrow night, and Clarinda 14-8, and Red Oak 5-17. Cody and I will be here for district wrestling tomorrow all day at 10 o'clock. It gets underway. It's going to be a great day of wrestling. I can't wait, actually. 16 ranked wrestlers going to be here in the gym, and that district tournament, district number 1 here in Atlantic. And we'll start at 10 o'clock with our coverage. It gets started at 10, and we'll have comments from Atlantic head coach Tim Duff on our Elvis Haas pregame show. And it's going to be a good tournament. I mean, the top 2 advance, and it used to be sectionals, then districts, but they've made a change now.
Yeah, they've made a change, to a couple things. One is they take more kids to state, so instead of 16, you've got 24 now. So there's more districts overall, but the top 2 kids advance to that state tournament, and that's kind of, as a wrestler, what you work for in the off season, and hit it hard in season.
Atlantic, Preston, Van Meter, Greene County, Sadell will be here. This is off the top of my head now. Help me out. Also, Perry will be here tomorrow as well. And it's going to be a great tournament here in Atlantic. And Knoxville comes to town. There's 7. I'm missing 1 here.
I don't know if you said Greene County or not.
Greene County will be here. And
Preston.
Yeah, it's going to be Crescent, of course, has got a solid team and really a lot of good wrestlers across the board. Going to be here in Atlantic tomorrow for that tournament. Well, we'll continue with our pregame show. We had a chance to catch up with the Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. Our pregame show is brought to you by McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. And we'll be back with a visit with Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken coming up.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to pregame show brought to you by McAtee Tire. We're joined by Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. The Lennox tonight in a non-conference game, and then 2 more next week before you get set for the first round of the sub-states on February the 19th. Let's talk about Lennox. Kind of interesting matchup for the Pride of Iowa Conference school. What do you see here with the Tigers?
Yeah, Lenox is they're a talented team. Obviously, the Funk kid can really score. He's averaging 22 a game. Three-level scorer he's a three-level scorer. He shoots it well from the three-point line. He's got a nice mid-range game, a nice pull-up jump shot, and he can get to the rack and finish too. So we're gonna have to know where he's at all times. Make his catches tough and pack driving lanes when he's looking to attack. And the Reed kid shoots it really well from the three-point line for him too. He's averaging about 16 a game for him. So those two guys, we got to know where they're at all times. But they move really well. They kind of run a 5-out motion offense, so they're always cutting, screening, and moving. So we got to do a really good job of still holding the midline when they're moving and cutting on the backside away from the ball, so we can load up on driving lanes and make sure we're in good position to guard cutters. We can't give up face cuts and stuff. They don't stop moving, so it'll be a tough matchup for us defensively. But I've liked the defensive effort from our guys here in our past few games. So we'll be ready for them, and hopefully we can make things tough on them.
I know you've had Colton Rasmussen have been hobbled a little bit by an injury, and not sure, I guess, if we'll see him tonight or not. But if not, what kind of offense do we look at? How different will this be for your team? How different will it look?
Yeah, if Ras can't go tonight, we'll have Brock Henderson step in the starting lineup for us. So we'll be a little bigger lineup for us with 2 post guys on the floor with Gavin and Brock. Which Lenox doesn't have a ton of size, so we'll definitely have a size advantage on them. But they play a couple different zone defenses. I've seen them play a 2-3 zone as well as a 1-3-1. So we're going to have to be patient against their zone offense and really need our big guys, Gavin and Brock, to really work and get seals against the zone, so we can dump it down to them and hopefully get them to finish inside, as well as play inside out, right? We get the ball inside the post or get an entry to the high post. We need our guards to cut and position themselves on the perimeter and have their feet set so we can go inside out and hopefully knock down some 3-point shots as well, because they'll get open looks in that zone. So it'll be a little bigger lineup, and we'll just need everybody to step up. I told the guys in practice, obviously if Ras can't go, that's a big part of our offense that's gone, but we just need other guys to step up. We got plenty of talent, and we got all the guys we need to still win basketball games. So we just need to play within ourselves and be patient and not try to do too much. Just take advantage of what the defense gives us.
You talk about Funk with that inside-outside type game. Gavin McLaren's got that going too. I mean, I was really impressed with the way he played inside against Harlan on Tuesday night, and he had double figures and just really I thought played one of his better games offensively. And I know you mentioned after the game, rebounding will be a key the rest of the way forward here too. Yeah,
Gavin played really well for us against Harlan. We he did a good job finishing inside. I mean, holy smokes, he's probably given up at least 5 inches down there, and still battles. And he's really developing a really good spin move down low. He's got great footwork. So obviously we'll continue to go to Gavin, and we need him to continue to play well for us, and he will. And we got to keep pounding the glass, especially tonight against Lenox with the size advantage we'll have. We need to really hammer away at the offensive glass and get second chance opportunities and take advantage of those opportunities when we get them. So we need Gavin to hopefully get some high post catches so he can face up and attack that 2-3 zone and seal down low as well and get some finishes. So definitely need Gavin to continue being aggressive for us.
Very good. Coach, thank you so much. Always enjoy visiting with you, and best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
We will be back with more pregame and the starters and the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up. Our Coaches Show brought to you by McAtee Tire.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Nobody has delivered more high-yielding Enlist E3 soybean genetics to the marketplace than Stein. That means your local Stein representative can provide you with the product knowledge and seed genetics to help you maximize profits on every acre you plant. Discover yield plus experience by partnering with the undisputed leader in Enlist E3 soybean genetics. Learn more at steinseed.com. Stein has yield.
Hi everyone, it's Caitlin with your Atlantic IV. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can, in-store, while you're shopping, or at the checkout, sign you up. Super quick, super easy for the instant savings. No need to wait. Scan the card, you got the deals. Deals so good you won't find them anywhere else. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. We can, in-store, while you're shopping, or at the checkout, sign you up. As always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic IV.
Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts store, is seeking help to fill a part-time or possibly full-time position. While experience in retail parts is preferred, it is not a deal breaker. The ideal candidate should have entry-level computer skills and be comfortable with office and counter work. If you have excellent customer service skills, a valid driver's license, and a history of reliability, we would like to hear from you. Atlantic Ag and Auto is an equal opportunity employer located at 716 West 7th Street in Atlantic.
We are happy to announce that Rolling Hills Bank & Trust's new digital online banking is here. We'll continue to have all the features that you've come to enjoy, such as our mobile deposit, bill pay, and e-statements. One exciting new feature we now offer allows customers to access their credit score. This feature also shares the factors that impact the score and steps you can take to make it stronger. So take control of your credit by downloading the app today, or feel free to stop by any of our 13 area locations where we have friendly staff members ready to answer any question and assist you in this transition. Rolling Hills Bank & Trust, member FDIC.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. And Tom Robinson, Cody Weaver here at 95.7 FM and our live video stream, Western Iowa Today TV, powered by Nishnanet. As we take a look at our starting lineups here tonight, we'll start off with the visitors, the Lenox Tigers. And they'll start Laramie Stokes at a guard. Stokes, a sophomore, he's 6'4", and he's averaging 4 points a game or 6'1", I should say. He's averaging 4 points a game for the Lenox Tigers. Carney Reed, Carter will start at a guard, a 5'10" senior. Reed averaging 16 points a contest, and Gabe Funk, a 6'2" junior, and Funk with a 22 point per game average coming in. He's knocked down 32 threes in the year. Reed has knocked down 38, so these guys can shoot the three-point shot again. Trojans have to keep an eye on these two guys, Reed and Funk. Dawson Evans at 6 foot and a sophomore, and Brody Brokaw, 6 foot junior. Evans averaging 10 points a game, and Brokaw, the junior, averaging 5 points a contest. So again, Carter Reed has made 38 three-point shots. Gabe Funk 32. Dawson Evans 54. These guys wing it, Cody Weaver.
Yeah, there's a lot of number there.
There's a lot of three-point shots made so far this season for the Tigers. 150 total on the year. For Atlantic, Nolan Waters will get started at guard. Boy, he's been playing well lately and hitting that outside shot. Nolan so far this season made 39 three-point shots this year, averaging 9 points a game. That average has been coming up. Also, Hudson McLaren will get a start for Atlantic. Hudson is a 5'10" sophomore for the Trojans. Not a big scorer, but he's got the capability. We've seen him hit some three-point shots this season. Also, Tyrell Williams averaging 3 points a contest and 4 rebounds. Starting for Atlantic, Williams a 5'11" senior. Colton Rasmussen, I believe he's going to start, Cody. We're looking up at the board, and I know Colton's been hampered by an injury. He played at Harlem, but didn't play with full strength. He's averaging 26.5 points a game. He was held to 4 on Tuesday night, 505 total points for the senior for Atlantic at 6'3" tall. Gavin McLaren coming off a big 90 and 17 on Tuesday. Gavin averaging right at 12.6 a game. He's a 6'2" sophomore for Atlantic. So they'll go with Nolan Waters, a 5'10" senior. Tyrell Williams, a 5'11" senior. Colton Rasmussen, a 6'3" senior. Gavin McLaren, a 6'2" sophomore. Hudson McLaren, a 5'10" sophomore. Those are starters for Atlantic. And for Lennox, Laramie Stokes, a 6'1" sophomore. Carter Reed, a 5'10" senior. Gabe Funk, a 6'2" junior. Dawson Evans, a 6' sophomore. And Brody Brokaw, a 6' junior. The starters for the Tigers. We'll take another 1 minute timeout. We're back right after these.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer.
Whether you have a furry, feathered, or scaly pet in your home, the Fish Store and Pet Center has everything you need to keep your little pets happy and healthy. Keep them safe with a variety of sizes of tanks and cages. Add a little decor with rocks, decorative plants, and beds. Add a little fun in with toys, collars, and leashes to keep your pets active. And a healthy pet is a happy pet. The Fish Store and Pet Center carries Diamond Natural and Canada foods that are all natural and safe for your dog or cat. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic is your local one-stop pet shop.
Welcome back to Atlantic, a pregame show with the national anthem.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam, whose lost stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, very well done, Cody Weaver. My goodness. We didn't catch who that was. Maybe you did, but she did a
I did not.
wonderful
Senior,
job.
she did a great job.
First Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up. The First Whitney Bank, a local bank, the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank.
Works.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Here we go. Whistles out. And the tip is up and controlled by Atlantic. The ball ricochets back to Waters, and we're underway. Welcome to our live video stream, Western Iowa Today TV. Atlantic comes out with the basketball top of the circle. Lennox in a 2-3 zone. Waters angles left, drives in, lays it up, no good. And the rebound comes off to Stokes. And Ben Funk will bring it across the timeline. Gabe Funk with the averaging 22 a game. Gives it off to Reed, back to Funk, left wing. Funk on the dribble off the screen, dumps it baseline. Dawson out top. Funk again, got it by Tyrell Williams, top of the circle off the screen right. Baseline pass goes to Brody Brokaw. Back to Funk, goes baseline, loops it back out top. Wide open shot, Reed, no good. Rebound snagged by Evans. And the Trojans with the ball in the front. Here comes Rasmussen, drives, and we've got a foul called on the Lenox Tigers right out of the gate, a blocking foul, and Colton Rasmussen goes right to the bucket, and he'll have 2 shots, Cody.
Yeah, I mean, just working their way up and down the field here, trying to figure out who they're going to be covering and how they're going to cover them. And Rasmussen took it to the paint there and got fouled.
He makes the first of 2. Rasmussen, a good free throw shooter for Atlantic. He's shooting about 72% from the free throw line. Second free throw rims out. The rebound ripped down by Funk. Lennox back to the front court. Gabe Funk will bring it across the half-court line, left to right. Dishes left side to Reed. Carter Reed on the drive. Bounce pass to Brokaw. Stokes, Brokaw now high and right. Atlantic in a man-to-man defense. Up 1-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Just under 7 to go. High post, give it a go. Reed down the lane. Layup up, no good. Foul call to the Trojans. And that'll be 1 on Atlantic, 1 on Lennox here early on. 6:51 to go here in this first quarter. So they'll put Carter Reed in the free throw line to shoot a pair. Reed, a 85% free throw shooter. He shot just 27, but he's made 23, make it 24 of 28 of the year.
Very accurate,
Man,
for sure.
That is an outstanding free throw percentage. 1-1 game, and Reed misses the second. And rebound ripped down by Colton Rasmussen. And we're tied in 1 apiece here early on. Atlantic in the front court. Nolan Waters top of the circle for the Trojans. Directs it left side to Rasmussen. Now baseline to Nolan Waters. Then down low to Gavin with McLaren. Layup good. Well, there's that high-low. And McLaren had a great night against Harlan. And he just set up on that left side. Took the feed from Waters. Laid it up off the window and in. Atlantic up by 2.
Really nice pass there by Waters underneath.
Driving Funk, follow AJ from 14 off the heel. Rebound Waters for Atlantic. He'll dribble drive to the front court. On the move, free throw line, stops, pops, kicks out top to Rasmussen. He'll set his feet and fire. Good! Here we go. Atlantic with a 3-ball up 6-1. Rasmussen with the triple. He has 4. Atlantic with a big 3. Trojans just sunk their 134th three-point shot of the season. And a 6-1 lead here early. Lennox with the basketball. Funk on the drive and lose the handle. Waters with the steal. He'll pass ahead to Rasmussen. He'll land up and in. Atlantic up 8-1. Rasmussen, we worried about his ankle, and he is.
He looks just fine.
He's just fine. He's averaging 26 a game, and he's already started off with 6 points. Atlantic up 8-1 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Gamma clearing with the other 2. Lennox in the front court. Brokaw, high post Funk. Behind the free throw line, dumps it down low, layup up and good. Dawson Evans wide open, a good feed by Funk. 8-3 Trojans with the lead of the Seed Pro scoreboard. 5:20 to go, first quarter. Atlantic with the ball in the front. Rasmussen high and left, baseline to Nolan Waters. Waters down inside to Williams, back out to Rasmussen. He'll set and fire, no good off the front iron. And Waters runs it down for Atlantic, reset. To McLaren, right baseline. Pulls up, looks out top, and the ball stolen away by Brokaw for Lennox. Waters picks his pocket, gets it back. He'll take it to the rim. Layup no good. Gavin McLaren follows and knocks out of bounds. It'll be Lennox basketball with under 5 to play in the first quarter. 8-3 Trojans lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. By your side to maximize yield from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkler, Nick Knutson for all your Pioneer seed needs. Brokaw top of the circle, wings it right to Carter Reed. Reed back out top to Gabe Funk. Funk guarded by Williams. Brokaw, baseline Stokes. Ball poked away, picked up by Brokaw. Lenox still has it, 13 the shot clock. Stokes out top to Funk. He'll stop and pop the three. God, Stokes hit the triple. He can knock him down.
Quite a ways out there also.
Good shot by Funk. That makes the score 8-6. Lenox back within a pair here in the first quarter. Williams, right baseline. Hudson McLaren on the dribble drive. And he has the ball knocked away by Funk. Pass ahead to Dawson Evans. Now down low to Reed. Shot up blocked by Rasmussen. Brokaw saves it for Lenox. 3-point shot. Funk, he's got back-to-back. And that puts the Tigers up 9-8 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Funk was 6. Funk came in with 32 3-point shots. He has 34 now in the season. 3:49 to play first quarter. 9-8 Lenox with the lead. Waters out top. He'll fire up a three. No good. Rebound McLaren for Lenox. Put back is missed. Ball rebound Williams. Put back offhand. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Gabe Funk. He can play inside and outside. And Funk brings it to the front court. Lenox with a 1-point lead. Stokes out top. 3:27 to play first quarter. Gabe Funk in the ring. Lenox in the man-to-man defense. Williams on Funk. Funk drives inside. Runner up and God. Funk is going wild now. 11-8. What a run by the Tigers now. They're on a 8-0 run against Atlantic here with the 3 minutes to go first quarter. Rasmussen left baseline of Waters inside of McLaren. He throws it away. Knocked away by guess who? Gabe Funk. Back to Brokaw. Back to Funk. He'll bring it across on a 3 to go first quarter. Lenox up 11-8 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Funk top of the circle, guarded by Williams, gives him 2 feet. Right side of Brokaw, picked up by Gavin McLaren on the right wing. Kick out top, Dawson Evans, baseline Gabe Funk. Funk with 8 points already, averaging 22 spins in the block. Turns it left side to Stokes, dribble drive, left baseline. Cut off Waters, now to Dawson Evans, short J missed, rebound McLaren, kick out Rasmussen. Trojans move the front, possession Atlantic. Rasmussen spins, turns, elevates, shoots, and scores.
Yeah, great job there by Rasmussen. I guess I don't notice the height as much, so maybe ankle is still a little bit sore, but very accurate there.
Well, and he started off with 8 points here. Funk driving inside, turns, shoots, misses, rebound. Oh, there's a foul called on Dawson Evans over the back of Waters with 2:09 to go on the rebound. 11-10. Lenox had an 8-0 run, and then Rasmussen with that bucket. Makes 11-10 game. Lenox by a point. We're going to see Owen Grunman, the 6'2 junior, come in for the Tigers. Also, Brock Henderson comes in for Atlantic, and Hudson McLaren goes out. So the Trojans go a little bigger underneath with Brock Henderson and Gavin McLaren. Waters are walking across the timeline. Atlantic's possession front court. 2 minutes left first quarter. Waters high and right. Baseline Williams. High post Gavin. Backdoor Brock Henderson. Layup up in. God!
Yeah, that was a great look there. Great, those 3 passes in a row there, and Henderson was wide open there.
Welcome to the game, Henderson. His first possession, he gets a bucket. Brock with the bucket for Atlantic, and there's a steal by Williams. Atlantic up 12-11, 1:40 to go. Down low, Henderson layup blocked. Funk swats it away for Lenox in the hands of Reed, and the ball stolen by Rasmussen. He'll take it all the way to the basket. He'll duck it in good. Oh, 10 for Rasmussen.
Yeah, it's wide open there, and then, he looked like he had plenty of speed there to stay ahead.
14-11 Atlantic with the lead. Carter Reed high and right. He's been held down here. And now Gavin McLaren with the steal. The big guy takes it down and in. Atlantic on a run now. Gavin with the steal and the layup. The Trojans up 16-11 with 1:06 to go and a timeout call. We'll take it with them. Back in 30.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Well, the Tigers went on an 8-0 run. Atlantic responding, and they come out with an 8-0 run themselves to take a 16-11 lead. And the basketball belongs to Lenox in the front court. Gabe Funk, right wing. They'll kick it out top now, and the lineup is Cordell. And there's a shot down low and good. That was made by Evans.
Yeah, that was Austin Evans there.
3-point shot by Evans.
Austin Evans.
16-14. Atlantic in the front court up by 2. Down low to Brock Henderson, inside to Gavin McLaren. And traffic shot up, and he's fouled on the shot. So Gavin will be at the free throw line for a pair, so that didn't take Lenox long after the timeout. And they got the bucket from Dawson Evans. He has 5 points. Gabe Funk, he has 8 points. Carter Reed with 2. And for Atlantic, Rasmussen 10, Gavin McLaren 4, Brock Henderson 2. Gavin McLaren at the free throw line for Atlantic. Trojans up 16-14 with 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros each and every night. So Gavin will shoot a pair for Atlantic. The sophomore lifts it up, and it's no good, short. Gavin McLaren is shooting 47% for the free throw line. He's 18 of 39 now. Second free throw is in the air, and it is out, no good. Gabe Funk with a rebound for the Lenox Tigers. He'll bring it ahead. Across the timeline, Evans back out top. And the lineup is Grunman. He goes baseline, driving, Funk. Shot blocked by Gab McLaren, picked up by Rasmussen. Atlantic's possession, front court. Ras turns, shoots, scores. Rasmussen, a 16-foot J from the right side. He has 12. And Atlantic now up 18-14, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Lenox to the front court. Grunman high and left off the bench for Lenox. He'll hand off out top to Gabe Funk, and that'll be it here in the first quarter. Tigers didn't get a shot off, and Atlantic with an 18-14 lead after one. We're back in a minute to 95.7 FM and our live video stream, Western Iowa Today TV.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Globe Bowling, all the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl. Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantacker, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Second quarter, Lenox with the basketball. Lenox up 18-14 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Gabe Funk on the screen, pulls up, deep three, no good, and is tipped out of bounds. Atlantic will have it. Leading 18-14. There's a game of runs in that first quarter. Atlantic had 8-3, and then the Tigers went on an 8-0 run. Atlantic answered with an 8-0 run of their own. Waters to the top, he'll set fire a three, no good. Rebound, Gavin McLaren in traffic, puts it up, and God, check that.
Yeah, they're not going to count that basket, but
a foul on Gavin McLaren, Cody, I believe.
Yeah, push in the back, it looked like.
Lennox basketball, Gabe Funk will throw it in along the baseline. And Carter Reed will bring it across the timeline. Reed with 1 point in that first quarter, averaging 16 on the dribble right off the screen. Nice switch by Henderson. Kick out top, Stokes. Baseline Brokaw. He'll stop and pop a baseline two. No good. Rebound Waters for Atlantic. He'll bring it across to Brock Henderson high and right. Henderson back out top to Waters. He'll send it left baseline. Gab McLaren set shot three. No good. Rebound Waters back to Rasmussen. He'll set up a three-point shot. No good. And Gabe Funk with the rebound for Lenox. He's had a ton of those already here in the ball game. He averages 10 a game. Driving is Brokaw. A foul called on Henderson.
I think he wound up on that one and came from the back.
That was certainly a foul. Carter Reed driving baseline, fouled by Brock Henderson. That's 2 in Atlantic already in the second quarter with 7:01 to go in the half. And Carter Reed will shoot a pair. First one is good, 18-15. Atlantic's lead is 3. Carter Reed 2 for 3 from the free throw line. He's at 85% free throw shooter. Second free throw is good. He's got a nice smooth stroke. And the Trojans lead now is cut to 2, 18-16. In the front court, Atlantic. Waters drives, layup, good. He slithered in on a seam. Waters gets his first points of the game. Atlantic able to answer, 20-16. Score brought to the Seed Pros. Gabe Funk out top, 6:40 to go in the half. Double team, kick out near side, Carter Reed. Down to Grunman, overshot him. Intercepted by Gavin McLaren. He'll pass ahead to Waters. Bounce pass baseline, Williams out top to Waters. He's open. He'll launch the 3. No good. Funk with another rebound for Lenox. He's going to take it solo all the way down inside. He traveled with it. He was outnumbered. It was going to be a pretty athletic move. Just had too many steps, as you can see on our live video. And checking in is Dawson Evans for the night, or to his Tigers, and out comes Grunman. 6:21 to go. First half, Atlantic by 4, 20-16. Rasmussen, top of the circle. Leaves it off for Gavin McLaren. Down low to Henderson. He'll go to work in the paint. Throws it out top, and it's taken away on the move. The layup by Evans, good.
Yeah, he tossed it back there, and, McLaren wasn't in that same spot.
Dawson Evans with a steal and the lay-in. It's 20-18 Atlantic by a pair. With 5:54 to play first half. Your score brought to the Seed Pros. Gavin McLaren takes it high and right, back out top to Waters. He's picked up out top by Evans. Waters has trouble with it, and we got a whistle. And Atlantic, I guess, will have the basketball. Not sure what he called.
I don't know if he stepped into him with his foot, tried to trip him a little bit, or what happened there.
He never charged a foul.
I don't even see what number he charged it to.
I'm trying to figure out. I think he thought maybe Atlantic kicked the ball.
Oh, it could be, because there's no fouls there.
So the officials are coming over to visit. So Waters was dribbling. The ball was kicked, but I think he was kicked by Waters. All right, here we go. 5:43 to go. Atlantic up by 2, 20-18 in the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic's possession. Trigger in to Gavin McLaren, top of the circle, bounce pass to Waters. He'll set up the offense. Atlantic stays in that 2-3 zone. And check that. They go to a box and one now on Rasmussen. Waters to Rasmussen. He'll stop and pop a 3. No good. Rebound Waters for Atlantic. Right baseline. Here's Henderson. He'll take it inside to Gavin McLaren. Shot up. Good.
Yeah, really nice pass there by Henderson. McLaren was open there inside.
Like you said, Cody, great look on a medium high low, we would call that, for Atlantic. 22-18 Trojans, 5:09 to play first half. Gabe Funk baseline drive, cut off by Brock Henderson. Kick out top to Dawson Evans. Baseline shot put up and good by Reed. Waiting for him to get hot. That's his first field goal. Reed with a 3-ball to bring the Tigers within 1. 22-21 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Waters across the timeline for Atlantic. 4:47 to play. Now 44 to play here in this first half. Pass to Gavin McLaren. He'll dump it low. Henderson open across the paint to Williams. Layup good.
That's 2 there by Henderson. McLaren was open before, and this time it was Williams. It was just a wide open shot, and it was a good decision there by him.
Driving Funk. Layup missed. Gavin McLaren rebound. Atlantic up 24-21. Trojans possession front court. 4:20 to play first half. Waters left wing. Bounce pass out to Rasmus at the top, off the screen, pulls up baseline, ducks under. Foul cold on Stokes for Lenox, and that's the first foul of the Tigers here in the second quarter. Boy, the execution of the offense has been really smooth, and you talked about that Cody, underneath with Henderson. He came in off the bench. He's put in some quality minutes. He had a bucket right away, but his contribution in his passing here is of late.
Yeah, really the assist, I would say, on the inside there.
Inbounds Hudson McLaren now the lineup for the Trojans. Left baseline to Rasmussen. He'll back up, set up, fire the 3. Good. Old Rasmussen having a night. He's puts Atlantic up 27-21 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 4 minutes to go. Second quarter. 15 for the senior. Top of the circle, Gabe Funk on the move, stops, pops a three, got it. Boy, Funk is good.
Very accurate.
That's his third three. Atlantic up 27-24. Funk averaging 22 a game. Gavin McLaren in the front court, layup, good. He took it from the right wing and took it right to the bucket. McLaren had 17 against Harlan on Tuesday, and he's backing that up again tonight. McLaren off to a great start with 8.
And that was great touch. He had his full momentum going in there, but he laid that ball in there nice and soft.
He did, and right from that right side, right from the elbow, and he took it right down inside. A foul called on Atlantic.
It was on Rasmussen there.
Ras with the foul. Grunman is in for Stokes with 3:20 to go here in this first half. Score brought to the Seed Pros. Atlantic up 29-24. Inbounds pass from Carter Reed out top to Dawson Evans. He'll bring it across back to Reed, top of the circle. Reed off the screen, dribbles right, takes it all the way inside. Shot over Henderson, no good. Rebound Reed, baseline right, step back three, no good. Rasmussen with the rebound, tick out to Gavin McLaren. Trojans in the front court. Gavin pulls up. Waters, and that pass had too much steam on it.
Too much heat there.
2:59 to go first half. Lenox with the ball back.
Went off two of our offensive players' hands.
He had 2 chances. Lenox down by 5. Gabe Funk with the basketball out top. Funk with 11 points. Drives right, kick right. Back out top to Gabe Funk, guarded by Waters. Funk off the screen from Grunman. Picked up nicely by Rasmus. Stops the free throw line, and Rasmus with a block for Atlantic. Pass ahead, stolen by Funk. Funk now pass ahead baseline. Driving, shooting, no good by Brokaw. A foul called on Nolan Waters. That's 4 in Atlantic here in the second quarter. 2:31 to go. 2:31 left second quarter. Atlantic up 29-24. And Brokaw at the free throw line. Brokaw averaging 5 a game, makes his first of 2. His first points in the ball game. And Brokaw is a 72% free throw shooter, now 22 of 30 on the year. Second free throw is in and out, no good. Henderson knocks the ball to Rasmussen. Atlantic has the ball in the front court with a 4-point lead, 29-25. Free ball by Rasmussen, short. Rebound Brokaw, kick out to Funk. Funk will bring it across to Carter Reed. Reed on the move, a layup up, no good. Rebound Henderson. Boy, I like the way he's playing. Out top to Rasmussen, he'll take it down inside. His shot's blocked by Funk. Kick out to Grunman. Tigers with the ball in the front court. 2 minutes left first half.
Yeah, you see Rasmussen and Funk going back and forth. They're kind of stuffing each other, and a lot of fast breaks here in this game so far. And
Waters steal, pass ahead, knocked out by Lenox. A lot of transition here. You see some young ladies doing a little activity here at halftime, Cody. Timeout called by Atlantic. A 1-minute timeout. We'll take it with Atlantic up 29-25, just under 2 to play.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
John Becker.
The Cass Health Pharmacy is now open. With their convenient hours of Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, they will make it easy to get your prescriptions. Plus, you can transfer your current prescriptions to them by just calling 712-243-7508 or stop by and they'll take care of you. And if you're a MyChart user, you can easily request prescription refills and renewals. If you don't have an account yet, the Cass Health pharmacists are here to help. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back. Lenox with the basketball, down 29-25 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Tigers have it with 1:43 to go in the first half. They'll lift it to left side to Carter Reed, back out top. Gabe Funk on the move, stops, pops from 10, no good. Rebound Reed, and it's kicked out to Nolan Waters. Atlantic possession front court. Waters top of the circle. Atlantic sets with 30 seconds on the shot clock and a 4-point lead. Waters swings it left to Rasmussen, back out top to Waters, right side of McLaren. Waters off the screen left. Angles inside, stops, pops a runner, no good. Rebound Waters. Kick out to Hudson McLaren, the Sapo angle right. Atlantic resets the clock. Baseline, Brock Henderson. Back out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen with 15 points now takes Reed to the left. Out to Waters, back to Rasmussen. He'll fire a deep three, no good, short. And the rebound, Grunman fighting with a teammate Brokaw. And Funk comes up with it for the Lenox Tigers. Lucky they get a travel there with two of them on that jump ball. Tigers in the front court. Brokaw right wing. Looks inside to Reed. Kick out Grumman. Back to Reed inside the paint. Reed goes left, the right baseline into Grunman against Brock Henderson. Shot up, blocked by Henderson. Boy, what a first half he's played. Atlantic with it, front court, a half a minute to go. Hudson McLaren back out top to Rasmussen. Second quarter play, Atlantic up 29-25. Ball out to Hudson McLaren. 19 the shot clock. Back to McLaren. On the drive, kicks out to Waters now. Inside Henderson, he'll finish, and a foul called. Atlantic up 31-25. Good look into Henderson. He gets the and one.
That was a great pass by Waters there. They'd been thrown around that outside perimeter, and it was wide open there in the middle. And quick pass in there from Waters to Henderson, and he was able to finish that shot.
Brock with 4 points here in the ball game. Henderson averaging 3.4, and he's had a solid first half. Rebounding, he had a block. He has 4 points, maybe 5 here if he can drain the free throw, and a lot of assists. Number 24 in his back, and his free throws in flight, and it is no good. Rebound knocked out by the Tigers. Atlantic can get the ball.
Yeah, well, there's two of them going there, and McLaren did not touch it last.
Big possession. Here's Waters with 11 seconds for three, can't get it. Rebound Rasmussen, he'll turn, put off the glass. God, 33-25, the Trojans. Rasmussen with 17. Here's a bomb by Funk at the buzzer. And Atlantic with an 8-point lead here at the halftime break. We'll hear from Atlantic head wrestling coach Tim Duff coming up. Had a chance to talk to him today, and we're going to check in and just get a breakdown of the Trojan wrestlers are going to be competing here tomorrow at this district meet. Our halftime is brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
Love is in the air.
Olson's BP in Atlantic is the keep you going store, and they'll keep you going all day long with breakfast selections like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, and breakfast staples like biscuits and gravy. For lunch, what better place to stop than Olson's BP? With burgers, Champ's chicken sandwiches, and Godfather's personal pizzas, you're sure to be refueled for that afternoon grind. And after a long day of work, let Olson's BP do the cooking for you. Hot and fresh Champ's chicken with all the sides and every kind of pizza topping you can think of on your Godfather's Pizza. It's Olson's BP.
Rolling Hills.
Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Well, Atlantic with a 33-25 advantage. That's their largest lead of the game, and it's Lennox also has led in this contest as well. The Trojans ending that first half on a big run. It was 24-21. And they outscore the Tigers down the stretch 9-4. Atlantic led 18-14 after one. They outscored the Tigers 15-11 in the second quarter. As we take a look at the first half scores, Colton Rasmussen leads all scores with 17 points. He's averaging 26. Good to see him back active tonight. Gavin McLaren is backing up his game in Harlan with good first half. He has 8 points, averaging 12 a game. And then you have Nolan Waters with 2, Tyrell Williams with 2, and Brock Henderson off the bench for some quality minutes. He has 4 points. Well, Carter Reed and Gabe Funk, the two leading scorers for this ball club, they lead the team here. Gabe Funk's had a good first half. He has 11 points, 3 of those from behind the three-point line. Carter Reed with a 3-point shot there in the second quarter, and Carter Reed has 6 points. Also, Dawson Evans with 7, and Brody Brokaw with a free throw for Lennox. So, really a good first half. Well, both teams really, but you got to be impressed with the way Atlantic executed offensively, Cody.
Yeah, they did a good job, and they passed the ball around. The outside shots we didn't hit real well, but they were able to get those inside shots. The assist plus just the drive in there by Waters, and Gavin McLaren also driving in there with a nice soft touch. So it seemed to be working inside more than outside, and we had a few, maybe a couple 3-point shots there in that first half, but for the most part, it was inside.
Yeah, it looks like Colton Rasmussen playing well with injury here, and they're certainly going to need him down the stretch in the back here when the Trojans face Harlan again at home on Monday night. Well, again, we've got district wrestling coming up tomorrow. We also have regional basketball tomorrow night. Atlantic Trojans, Coach Vargas and the gang will head to Gowrie and take on Southeast Valley. Should be a good one. The Trojans have a good opportunity here. And Zach Collins, our man from King of Siwam, will be covering that game tomorrow night. We'll look forward to hearing Zach with a call from Gowrie, his pregame show just after 6:30, around 6:40, right here 95.7 FM. Cody and I will be here for wrestling coverage, district coverage. It starts at 10. We'll be on the air at around 10 o'clock and keep you updated throughout the morning and early afternoon. And we'll turn it over to the best play-by-play man there is in wrestling. That's Cody Weaver, and he'll do the call in the afternoon and bring you the finals. We're looking forward to that. It'll be on the radio at 95.7 FM. Future cheerleaders, as you can see on your TV, out performing in front of the crowd here tonight. And we did have a chance to talk to Atlantic head wrestling coach Tim Duff. And here's a clip from Coach Duff. I asked him about his lineup for tomorrow and what he thought. Here's Coach Duff.
You can go through and kind of get a pretty good idea, kind of a guesstimate as a coach, looking at head-to-heads and common opponents and other criteria. We think Tate Jordan will be the 1 seed at 106. Probably the 2 seed is Arellano from Van Meter. He was a state qualifier for him last year. He wrestled 13 early in the season, and Braxton beat him up at won the match. Braxton beat him up at Humboldt, and so but it was a close match, and so we know he's a tough kid. He'll probably be the 2 seed, 3 seed, probably Parsons from Creston, and then the 4 Jacobs from Greene County at 113. Braxton Haas, we think Braxton will be the 1 seed. A real solid bracket there. Looks like some toss-ups for the 2, 3, 4. But we think Prairie City's probably 2. Fry from Prairie City 2. Travis from Creston 3. Then DeRod, Knoxville 4. Kyle Sadell in there 5. So it'll be interesting how that shakes out, if there's some more criteria that they can separate themselves. But, Braxton, we think, is the 1 seed. Then it's, it's about coming out performing. We know there's some real tough kids, solid kids in that bracket, and Braxton's been wrestling well. So hopefully he comes out and does the things that he's capable of. At 120, Colin Harris. Colin's been wrestling 106, sometimes a 113. Lately, we've kind of made the jump to that 120-pound bracket, so he's a little undersized there. Aaron's from Creston will be the 1 seed. He's had an outstanding season, returning, a state place winner there for Creston. He's been wrestling real well. We think probably Winters from Greene County. He's been their 13-pounders, but it looks like they're going to move him up to that 120 because, they think that second spot's pretty wide open. And we think Colin has a chance to earn that second spot. So, I don't know where we will be seated, probably 3 or 4. And it's going to be if Colin Harris can come out and wrestle hard, see if he can try to earn his way to the state wrestling tournament. At 126, Aiden Smith, we think Aiden will be the 1 seed. Probably 2, you're looking at Phelps from Creston or Wilson from Perry. Then it looks like Sitzman from PCM and, some of those Finnegan from Knoxville. Those guys will be in the mix there. Miller from Van Meter. So, but Aiden's been solid all season. We want to see him come out and work to score points and stay in positions where he's productive and where he has the most success. At 132, I guess 132, 138, 144, 150. We've got 4 freshmen there kind of in a row. 132, Jaden Harder looks like he'll probably be a 3 seed. Looks like Keller from Sadell's probably 1. Keeler from Creston's 2. So we're going to have to come out there, win a match. Think that, we think we're capable of it. We've lost a couple close matches to Keeler. The last time out, I think it was 3-1. And so we think that'd probably be a 2-3 semifinal big match for us. Same at 138. We're probably the 3 seed there with Calvin Hayes. We think Fry from PCM will be 1. Briley from Creston 2. Briley beat us, over at Hawkeye 10, 7-4. But we're actually in the match. We just got to finish some things. So, but that's a couple freshmen for us and a couple seniors for Creston. So, obviously experience is in their favor. For us, we've got to come out and be mentally tough, and our challenge is to have the confidence and the belief in ourselves that we can do it. So hopefully we come out and wrestle well there. I'll give ourselves a chance, maybe pull an upset and try to get to the state tournament. Likewise at 144, 150, Draven Smith at 144, Carter Hadley at 150, a couple more freshmen, probably going to be in that 3, 4, 5 range of seeds. And then it's coming out, and again, you believing in yourself. Your opponents are going to probably be looking past you. They see, that number 9, that freshman next to your name, and they're probably going to think you're not tough enough to do it. So then it's about coming out and showing what you're capable of and wrestling your best. So hopefully, those 4 come out and wrestle with that mindset. Jumping up will be open at 157, 165. At 175, we'll enter Cohen Bruce today. Cohen, senior, he's been wrestling 90 most of the season, and Donovan Hedrington, a sophomore, has been wrestling 75. Those two this week have decided to kind of flip-flop weights, so Cohen's going to go 175. We think he's probably the 3 or 4 seed there. 1 and 2 looks like Gorski from Knoxville, a pretty talented wrestler. 2, Wheeler from PCM. But we think Cohen can wrestle with those guys, and it's about who shows up and who wrestles their best today. At 190, Donovan Hedrington. We think Donovan's probably a 3 or 4 seed there at 190. Kilmer from Perry's probably number 1. And after that, you got Luther from Creston, Vessels or Richards from PCM. But we think Donovan can wrestle with those guys. And, it's going to be about who comes out and who's more mentally tough and who wants it the most. And so, right there to those middleweights, it should be interesting to see how we come out and perform. We think they've practiced well the last couple of weeks. I think they're ready physically and now mentally if we can go out and get the job done and get after it. And lastly, at 285, we'll enter Evan Sorensen. Evans missed a little time here at the end of the season with the injuries, but he's back and looking good. And Chapman from Creston will be the 1 seed. We should be the 2 seed, but it's a solid bracket. We think the kid from Perry's pretty tough. The kid from PCM's tough. Knoxville has a good heavyweight. So there's some good heavyweights in that bracket. So hopefully Evan isn't too rusty and comes out and performs and competes. So, for us, Tom, we're like I said, we're thankful to get a host. And we're excited to have this opportunity. And I tell the boys, a similar story every year. There's not a better or bigger event in the state of Iowa than the Iowa High School State Wrestling Tournament. And there's not a more prestigious high school state wrestling tournament in the nation. And, to qualify to get there says a lot about, not only what kind of wrestler you are, but B, how mentally tough you are. At this point in the season, it's really not about wrestling. It's about who wants it, who believes in themselves, and who's mentally willing to go out there and lay it all on the line and find a way to fight and win those tough, hard-fought matches. So we're excited to see our kids get out there and compete. Hopefully we have a great crowd turnout, so we've had great support all season.
That's Coach Duff talking about that support. He's really excited about hosting the meet tomorrow with a hometown crowd with some solid wrestlers here for Atlantic. Should be a great one, folks. Come on out. 10 a.m. is the start. If you can't, we'll keep you updated. Cody and I will be here to keep you updated throughout the morning, early afternoon, and we'll have Cody will have live play-by-play of the finals coming up. Tomorrow afternoon we'll have interviews, a story in the evening hours on Saturday night. We'll tell you who qualified if you missed reports or couldn't make it to the tournament. Earlier I was taking on the teams off the top of my head. I did miss one, Prairie City Monroe, Cody Weaver. So it's Atlantic, Prairie City Monroe, Knoxville, Creston, St. Perry, Van Meter, and Greene County who will be at that tournament. Again, we'll have the Class 3A Region 7 girls basketball game on Saturday night with Zach Collins on the call here on 95.7 FM. And it's Atlantic taking on Southeast Valley. Southeast Valley 11-8, Atlantic 8-13. The winner plays either Greene County or Cherokee Washington. Cherokee 13-7 and Greene County 1-20. Now the winner of that semifinal will play in a regional final against either Harlan or OABCIG. Clarinda Red Oak. Harlan 17-3 takes on OABCIG at 2-17. Clarinda 14-8 plays 5-17 Red Oak in the top side of that bracket. So winner will play in the semifinals on Wednesday night, and we'll have it on 95.7 FM on Wednesday. Looks like Cherokee be the heavy favorite, but I tell you what, this time of year you never know. You got to come out and play. There's no doubt about it. Our halftime show brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
Love is in the air in the month.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantacker, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't be getting a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned.
On KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Well, we start the second half. Atlantic up 33-25. It was a game of runs in the first quarter. Atlantic jumped out on a 7-0 run, and then the Tigers responded on an 8-0 run. Atlantic trailed at one point in that first half, 11-8 to Lenox, but they went on to lead 18-14 as they finished off that quarter on a 11-0 run for the Trojans. 18-14. They led 33-25 here at the break. Ball in the front court for Atlantic. The pull thrown away. Gabe Funk with a steal for the Lenox Tigers. And we're underway. Lenox possession, front court down by 8. Gabe Funk, right wing for the Tigers, picked up by Rasmussen. Pass near side to Soaks. He'll go baseline to Brokaw. Skip pass low, knocked out by Brock Henderson. They wanted to go down inside to Dawson Evans, and Henderson able to jump the passing route, and he's active again here in the second half.
Yeah, it's defensively there was 4 Atlantic guys right in there.
Gabe Funk takes the inbounds pass, hands off to Stokes. Stokes at the elbow, back left side of Funk. Funk on Williams, driving in, layup no good. Rebound Henderson for Atlantic, kick out to Waters. Trojans possession front court. Waters top of the circle, looks for a cutter. Lenox comes out in a zone. Here's Gavin driving, layup. God, he's fouled. Gavin LeClaire now with 10. It took the ball at the high post. One big step and scooped it up and in and drew the foul.
Yeah, strength, just his momentum there and strength. Basically was able to use that arm, get that back up in the basket there.
Atlantic now leads 35-25, their largest advantage of the ball game on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Free throw by Gavin is no good. Rebound comes off to Carter Reed. Lenox possession front court, a minute into the second half. Gabe Funk high and right for the Tigers, down by 10. Guarded by Williams, drives inside the block, stops, turns, falls away and shoots. Good. Boy, I like this Funk. He's smooth. And
he's got great touch, outside and inside both.
13 for Funk, 35-27, Atlantic with a lead. Trojans possession front court with Nolan Waters. Pass right side to Brock Henderson. Looks inside. Now goes baseline right to Williams. Down into Gavin. A wide open layup. Good. What a look by Williams. And Gavin McLaren answered. Gavin McLaren with his average now at 12. 37-27. Trojans back up by 10. Front court, Carter Reed. Bounce pass to Stokes. High and right for Lenox. 6:20 to go, third quarter. Rasmussen on Stokes. Pass near side to Reed. Baseline to Gabe Funk off the screen. He'll dribble it back between the rings for Lenox. Pulls up, baseline. Shot up by Evans. In and out, no good. Stokes rebound. The Tigers get a fresh clock here. And they'll take it with 6 minutes to go. We got a foul called on Williams. He collided with Stokes. And the Tigers had the ball out of bounds with 6:03 to go, third quarter. Atlantic up 37-27. And the throw in by Carter Reed from the far sideline. Looks for Stokes out top. Now gives it up to Evans. Evans baseline. Reed for three, short. Rebound off Henderson. And the put back up by Brokaw, no good. Henderson has trouble with it again. Lenox gets the ball back. Put back is good. That's Carter Reed with the rebound. And Reed with the basket. He has 8 points. It's a 37-29 advantage. We got a whistle. Foul called at the other end.
Yeah, that was offensively on Gavin McLaren there.
That'd be his second foul of the ball game. 2 in Atlantic in the third quarter. Atlantic up 37-29. Tigers possession. Gabe Funk will bring it across the half-court line. Lenox with the ball in the front court. Funk between the rings off the screen right. Now double teamed. Leaves it off to Dawson Evans. Baseline Stokes driving. Whips it out. Wide open Reed. He'll fire the three. God! Reed hits the triple. His second of the ball game. And the Tigers snug up the lead. 37-32. And Carter Reed's a three-point shot. Reed of the season at 38 three-point makes this season. And now Atlantic turns it over again. Nolan Waters with the carry, and Hudson McLaren will step in for Waters.
Yeah, offensively just a little bit off there. Everybody kind of came back towards our end of the offensive side, and Rasmussen was back there with nobody to even throw it to.
Carter Reed on the season out with 40 three-point buckets. Reed top of the circle. Lenox possession down by 5. Driving Funk down inside, followed by Jade. Good, he got the foul, and Lenox now within 3 points. Gabe Funk on the dribble drive left, elevated, a nice hesitation, then double clutch up the window and good. 37-34 in the and one for Funk, and he knocked it down. 37-35 Atlantic, just like that. Lead cut to 2, and Gabe Funk with a three-point play. Gabe Funk with 16 points. Atlantic's possession front court. And the ball knocked away by Carter Reed. He'll take it down the left side. Now whips to the right, missed the shot, and he's fouled. So Carter Reed at the charity stripe can tie the game here. He's an 85% free throw shooter. So far tonight, Carter Reed is 3 for 4. And Carter Reed with 11 points. He's averaging 16 a game. First of 2 on the way and good. And now it's 37-36. Atlantic's lead shaved to 1 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Second free throw by Reed in the air, and we're tied at 37-37. Reed makes them both. Atlantic in the front court, they had a 10-point lead, and that melted away. The Tigers have it knotted up with 4:40 to play, third quarter. Baseline to Williams, down low to Gavin McLaren. He'll muscle it in. Good! I think there you go. Get into Gavin McLaren.
Yeah, it seems to be open, and the size of Gavin there, he's able to use that.
Lenox front court possession. Dawson Evans out to Funk. He'll take it to the free throw line, back up behind the arc. Baseline Stokes, open, down low, knocked out by Henderson. Brock has had a good basketball game tonight defensively. Has a couple of buckets. Atlantic by a pair with 4:20 to go, third quarter. The inbounds pass, Carter Reed. He'll trigger from left side of the baseline for Lenox. Looks out top, Dawson Evans. Near side Funk, baseline Carter Reed, chased by Waters. Reed, baseline, double team, gets it out of traffic to Funk, and knocked out of bounds by Tyrell Williams. Lenox will have the ball back. Sideline pass with 13 on the shot clock. 4:12 on the game clock in the third quarter. Reed looks for Fleischer. Now he's got a baseball pass deep into the backcourt to Funk. Gabe Funk across the half-court line. He is 16. Picked up by Williams. Atlantic in a man-to-man. Off the screen. Funk drives. Shot up and no good. High off the glass. Brokaw rebound. His putback is good. Ties the game at 39-39. Brokaw with a nice follow for the Tiger. His 3. 3:52 to go. Third quarter. We're tied at 39-39. Baseline Tyrell Williams on the bounce. Into Gavin McLaren. High post. Now he'll take it to the hoop. Layup up. No. Rebound Funk. He'll take it through traffic behind the back dribble to pass ahead to Evans. He'll launch up a 3. No good. Rebound poked out to Gavin McLaren. Lennox front court possession. Baseline to Williams. Inside is Brock Henderson. He'll muscle one up. No good. Foul called on Brokaw with 3:24 to go third quarter.
Yeah, those guys are, they're battling, quick transition. Doing a good job handling the ball. You saw Lennox bring it down behind the back there and save that. Not get any points out of it, but then come back the other way, Atlantic here. And
Henderson's first of 2, no good. Brock with 4 points in the ball game. Didn't start, but he's played the majority of. Here comes freshman Grant Petty in. And out comes Tyrell Williams. 3:24 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 39-39. Brock Henderson second of 2. Missed the first. The lefty senior eyes the rim. And the ball in flight, and it is good.
Yeah, we saw Petty in that JV game, and he was real solid, great touch, and hustled the whole game.
Well, coach is trying to insert him a little bit more in that lineup. He's a shooter. He had that three-point shot against Creston here weeks ago. Lennox in the front court with Grunman. He'll take it to the rim. Follow by Jay is good. Grunman off the bench, his first 2 of the game. And the Tigers take a 41-40 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Under 3 to play now in the third quarter. Brock Henderson high and right for Atlantic. Back out top to Nolan Waters. Waters skipped past to Grant Petty, right wing. Back out to Waters, top of the circle. High post to Gavin McLaren. And Funk's got those quick hands, almost got the steal. And knocked it out of bounds.
I don't know if that's I guess it was off of Lennox.
Yeah, Funk, he's got quick feet and quick hands, and Funk got the steal. Checking in now for the Tigers is Dayton Toll. Dayton Toll in there for Lennox wearing number 13.
Yeah, the shot clock, we're down to 5 here almost, so they're going to need to make a shot here.
Petty, he's got to shoot it. And he throws it away. Funk with the steal. He'll go coast to coast. Layup up and good. And Lennox up 44-40. Gabe Funk with the steal in the bucket. And he's starting to dominate here. 43-40. Tigers with the lead. And Coach Franken calls a timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, Western Iowa Today TV.
Hi, everyone. It's Caitlin with your
Rolling Hills.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from X-Mark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations.
Welcome back. Third quarter, 2:20 to go, and the Tigers have had a big third quarter. They lead 43-40. They trailed by 10 at one point. Waters has the ball stolen by Funk, and Henderson saves it for Atlantic. Trojans repossess the ball with 2:06 to play. Left side, Williams out top to Henderson, out to Rasmussen. Off the screen, Ras drives, pulls up, elevates, and shoots short. Rebound Grumman for Lennox, pass ahead to Funk. Funk in the front court, goes baseline. Turn, spin, shoot, shot, good! Funk with 20. Boy, he's impressive.
Yeah, offensively and defensively. Defensively, the hustle and the whole time, trying to intercept the ball, pick the ball off, create turnovers.
45-40, Atlantic turns it over again. They try to go low to Henderson as Lennox up 45-40 here in this quarter. They've scored 20 points here in this third quarter. They've held Atlantic to 8. Outscored Atlantic 20-8. Redmond in the front court. But the Trojans are explosive. They can bring her back. There's no question about it. Here's Funk out top. against the 2-3 Atlantic zone. Baseline to Carter Reed. Reed looks out top to Funk. Funk, top of the circle, stops, fires a three. In and out, no good. Brokaw rebound for Lennox, but he throws it away. Waters with a nice pick for Atlantic underneath. Trojans possession front court. 1:07 to play, third quarter. Waters bounce pass, stolen away by Reed. Carter Reed to the rim, and he traveled. They didn't call it. And they're going to say it's last touch by Atlantic. So it's going to be Lennox ball. And the end official said he didn't, and it looked like he might have skid his foot a little bit, but it's going to be Lennox basketball.
I think Nolan said, hey, you see that skid mark in the paint there?
He pointed it out.
And the official's like, no, I don't see that.
Nope. Carter Reed to throw it in. Way out top to Gabe Funk. 57 seconds to go, third quarter. Funk top of the circle. On the drive, pulls up, loops it right side to Reed. Down inside to Grunman. Grunman now across the paint to Toll. Toll off the bench, out top to Funk against Williams. Bounce pass baseline, driving, Brokaw. Layup is blocked by Gavin McLaren, but saved by Reed, out top to Toll. He'll take it to the rack. He puts it up and in. He's fouled. Man, oh man. Dayton Toll with the bucket in the end one. And now it's a 47-40 lead for the Lenox Tigers on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Henderson comes out, and it'll be Toll at the free throw line with the and one.
And Toll came, he had a great GV game, probably leading scorer there in the JV, and
missed a free throw there. We've got a foul called on Grunman. Now we got
that's going to be probably a technical on him.
I think it is. Atlantic trailing 47-40.
Well, it was just a slap on the rear, it looked like.
Well, I like that officiating, you know. You just say, hey, dude, we know you get into it, and you're all right. 47-40. Lennox with the lead. 30 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Rasmussen across the half-court line for Atlantic. He's picked up by Toll, top of the circle. 1-2-2 zone for the Tigers. 20 seconds to go in the third. 17 the shot clock. There's Rasmussen right side to Nolan Waters, back to Ras, top of the circle, dribbling at 11. Pulls up at 10. High post to Williams at 8. Elevates at 7. He's fouled by Toll with 6 seconds to go in the third. That's going to be 3 free throws for Rasmussen. And these are going to be key here, Cody.
Yeah, and Rasmussen's free throw accuracy, this year's been really well. So,
yeah, when you talk about that, he's shooting 3 shots here. And the first one is in flight, and it is good. Rasmussen shoots 72% from the line, and he makes the first of 3. And that was, for Rasmussen, his 112th make. Right there. 112 free throws made this season. 47-42. As he's going to try to get the trifecta here, Cody Weaver. Make it a 4-point Lennox lead. Here's the second free throw, or third free throw rather, missed the shot. Rebound comes off to Lennox. Lennox up 47-42. They got a fire at the buzzer. No good, and we're done through 3. 47-42. What a quarter for the Lenox Tigers. We'll take a timeout, and we're back right after these on 95.7 FM on our live video stream, Western Iowa Today TV.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule.
Hi everyone, it's Caitlin with your
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbor.
Welcome back. As Lennox outscored Atlantic 22-9 in that third quarter of play. And the Tigers have the basketball to start the final stanza. 47-42, Lenox with the lead. Atlantic had a 10-point lead at one point, and the Tigers broke away here in this third quarter with 22 points. Gabe Funk has 20. Tigers possession front court. Carter Reed out top to Gabe Funk, top of the circle between the rings. Guarded by Williams, takes it left wing. Back out top, Reed. He'll take it down inside, slithers in. Layup is no good. Waters rebound for Atlantic. Nolan Waters averaging 4 boards a game. Kick out to Rasmussen. Atlantic down by 5. Rasmussen, top of the circle off the screen. Pulls up, kicks it left to Hudson McLaren. Back to Rasmussen, top of the circle. He's fouled on the drive, and that's going to be just the first foul, of course, here in the fourth quarter on Dawson Evans. So Atlantic will inbounds the ball. That's Evans' third foul. And the ball belongs to Hudson McLaren. He'll trigger for Atlantic on the near sideline. Atlantic down 47-42 on the St. Pros scoreboard. Waters, top of the circle. Out to Rasmussen, high and right. The senior goes baseline, pulls up, elevates, and shoots, scores!
That was a great touch by Rasmussen there.
Well, he sat a while to rest that leg, and now he's back in. We'll see what Atlantic can do, down by 3. 47-44, Rasmussen with 21. And the Lenox Tigers have the ball in the front court. Carter Reed high and right. 7 minutes to go in the game. Out to Funk. Funk guarded by Rasmussen on the switch. Reed baseline. 3. Rainbow, no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Atlantic's Gavin McLaren. Lenox will have the ball. And they'll trigger right side of the basket. 6:55 to play. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Lenox up 47-44. The throw in by Gabe Funk. Bounce pass to Carter Reed, left baseline. Back to Funk, post left. He'll take it. Lose the handle, gets it back.
Great poke there by Williams.
Drive Funk, layup no good. High off the glass. Rebound. Gab McLaren, Waters, kick out Rasmussen, right side. He'll take it inside. Runner up and God. Welcome back in the lineup, Rasmussen.
And that was a great touch. Actually going left there, but able to shoot back right.
So Rasmussen now with 23, averaging 26. Atlantic back within a point, 47-46. Lenox top of the circle with Carter Reed. He'll dump it inside, trying to go to Dawson Evans, and they throw it away. Atlantic can take the lead on this possession. So the absence of Rasmussen made a big difference. They tried to rest him a little bit, and he gets back in there. He'll take it to the front court. Driving, nice crossover layup is good. Atlantic takes a 48-47 lead. Rasmussen was 6 points in this fourth quarter. Nice layup by Reed at the other end.
Reed went all the way across court there to go the opposite direction and lay that nice layup there.
49-48 Lenox. Reed of that baseline drive. Under 6 to play in the game. Rasmussen whips the ball over to Nolan Waters. Back to Rasmussen at the top of the circle. Nolan driving, Rass, runner up. Good! He's got 8 points here in the fourth quarter. He's on a tear. Atlantic back up, 50-49. Back and forth we go. 5.5 to play. Tigers with the ball in the front court. Atlantic up by a point on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Carter Reed between the rings. Picked up by Rasmussen. Bounce pass left to Stokes. Stokes on the drive. Hudson McLaren pokes it away. And picked up by Colton Rasmussen, the 6'3 senior. Brings it to the front. He'll take it to the rim. Layup is good. Atlantic at 52-49. Rasmussen with 8 points. 10 points in the fourth quarter. In the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
I think the last 3 drives he's driven right into the paint there, but that 3-point shot there.
And Evans answered at the other end for the Lenox Tigers.
Tied up at 52.
What an answer by Evans, but Rasmussen on a tear. 10 points in the fourth quarter. He has 29. Timeout called. We'll take it with him. And we're back in a minute.
Olson's BP in Atlantic is the keep you going store, and they'll keep you going all day long with breakfast selections like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, and breakfast staples like biscuits and gravy. For lunch, what better place to stop than Olson's BP? With burgers, Champ's chicken sandwiches, and Godfather's personal pizzas, you're sure to be refueled for that afternoon grind. And after a long day of work, let Olson's BP do the cooking for you. Hot and fresh Champ's chicken with all the sides and every kind of pizza topping you can think of on your Godfather's pizza. It's Olson's BP on 2nd Street in Atlantic, the Keep You Going store.
52-52 our score here. We'll take another timeout. Right after this, we're back with the fourth quarter.
Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts store, is seeking help to fill a part-time or possibly full-time position. While experience in retail parts is preferred, it is not a deal breaker. The ideal candidate should have entry-level computer skills and be comfortable with office and counter work. If you have excellent customer service skills, a valid driver's license, and a history of reliability, we would like to hear from you. Atlantic Ag and Auto is an equal opportunity employer located at 716 West 7th Street in Atlantic.
Atlantic with the basketball after the timeout, 4:50 to play. Hudson McLaren left baseline, back out top to Williams. Now Rass for a deep three, missed the shot. Rebound Funk for Lenox. He'll drive the front court. Lenox, left wing, pulls up on the block. Kick out top to Reed, baseline. Stokes on the move inside the paint. Runner up, no good. Gab McLaren rips the rebound down for Atlantic. Kick out to Rasmussen. Atlantic's possession front court. Rasmussen foul going in. It's going to be on Stokes, and that'll put the ball out of bounds along the baseline. I don't believe they're going to give him the active shooting.
No, they did not.
4:25 to play. We're tied at 52-52. And Hudson McLaren will throw it in for Atlantic. Back to Gab McLaren. He'll take it. Ball poked away nicely by Dawson. And it's Dawson Evans. And now they're going to say, yeah, there we go. It's going to be Atlantic's ball. 4:22 to go. Here in this fourth quarter, we're tied at 52-52 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Hudson McLaren lobs it into Nolan Waters, top of the circle, right baseline to Williams. Williams takes it inside, back outside, and he thought maybe Gavin was posted up there, and he traveled with it. Turnover back to Lenox.
Yeah, it's just going to be, tight game here to the end, the way it's going. It's they score two, we score two, or we don't score and they don't score, so.
Tigers front court possession. Left side Funk. He'll fire the three. God, Funk again for Lenox, and it's 55-52. Funk with 23, averaging 22, so he has his points. The Atlantic front court possession under 4 to play. Inside to Gavin McLaren. Layup no good. Rebound batted out of bounds by the Tigers. And a young Chiefs fan is look, he didn't get on the noggin there.
Ball got hit by the ball there as he's running.
Yeah, but he got his concession there. He got his treat. Atlantic will inbound to Hudson McLaren. Stokes is out. Brokaw back in for the Tigers. Throw in baseline, Nolan Waters. Guarded by Brokaw, takes it back out top. Williams, left block, Waters out top, Rass. Wide open three, no good. Rebound, Gavin McLaren, layup is good.
And that was a great job by Gavin, really, behind him. But it had the touch to be able to finish that shot.
Atlantic down by 1, 3:29 to go, 55-54 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Carter Reed with the ball, lobs the game, Funk high and left, guarded by Williams. Funk off the screen, angles right, dumps it low. Brokaw, short J, no good. Rebound, Gavin McLaren again. Trojans 2-on-2 break. Gavin to the rim, layup, good!
Nice touch by Gavin there. Good choice to keep that shot, not pass it off.
Atlantic by a point, 3:05 to play. Driving Funk, layup good. And they're not going to count it. He was fouled on the floor. And that'll be number 1 on Atlantic here in the fourth quarter. So the ball will be triggered from the baseline left side. Back and forth on the fourth quarter. Tigers outscored Atlantic 22-9 in the third. Lenox with the basketball. Bounce pass baseline, Carter Reed. Reed guarded by Rasmussen. Will look out top. Now baseline right to Funk. Funk with 22, 23 points. Drives in, cut off by Williams. There's a foul on Williams. And that'll be number 2 in Atlantic in the fourth quarter. Under 3 to play. Trojans up by 1, 56-55. And Brock Henderson pops off the bench for the Trojans, 6'4" senior. And he'll come in for Tyrell Williams. 2:54 left. Trojans by point, Cody.
That was Williams' 5th foul, I believe.
Okay. Inbounds way out top to Funk. Guarded by Rasmussen, gives him a little bit of room off the screen. Funk dribbles right. Pulls up at the boundary, fires and throws it away. Waters with a steal.
Nice
ahead to Rasmussen. Crossover layup, good! Atlantic at 58-55.
That was a great pass by Waters. Saw that Rasmussen had that little bit of a lead on it and just passed it forward. And
Reed at the other end for a 3-point shot. He's fouled by Waters. Atlantic up by 3, and Rasmussen with 31 points in the game. He has 14 points in the fourth quarter. And Reed drew the foul beyond the arc. He'll shoot 3. First free throw is no good. He's the top free throw shooter here for Lenox. In fact, the top free throw shooter on the floor at 85%. Lenox up by 3, 58-55, 2:33 to play. Second free throw by Reed is good. They'll have one more coming here. 58-56. Atlantic's lead is a pair. Third free throw for Reed. It's in the air and good. 58-57. Atlantic's lead is shaved to 1. Carter Reed with the points. He has 17 for Lenox, averaging 16. Atlantic in the front court. 2:27 to play. Rasmussen top of the circle. Dribbling. Gives it up. Left side of Waters. Leaves it back out top to Rasmussen. Looks for Waters again, left wing. 17 the shot clock. High post to Henderson. Hudson McLaren baseline three. It is no good. Rebound run down by Rasmussen. Picked up by Reed. Scoops it off to Grunman. And left side to Funk. He'll take it to the rim. Layup good.
Yeah, that was a great offensive movement there by Lenox. Able to pass that ball around and get a nice, easy layup there.
And a 1-point lead now, 59-58. Lenox on the Seed Pros scoreboard, 1:48 to play. Rasmussen high and left off the screen right. Pulls up top of the circle on the bounce. Ball stolen away. Coast to coast. Reed wide open laying his gun. 61-58. Lenox with the lead, and Carter Reed having himself a good night as well. And Coach Franken calling a timeout for Atlantic. Trojans down by 3, and we're back in a minute. A 95.7.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to myersindustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. A pet lover.
In the contest. And then Lenox had that big third quarter with 22 points, eliminating Atlantic to 9. And then it's a 61-58 game here. The Trojans outscoring Lenox here in this fourth quarter, but down by 3. Rasmussen with the basketball brings it across the timeline. He has 31 points. Left side of Waters. Waters baseline Rasmussen. Gavin McLaren. He'll take it to the rim. Lays it up and good.
Man, he's got the touch tonight.
That's 2 in a row. He looked good Tuesday as well. Gavin now with 20 points. Atlantic within a point. 61-60. Brocott and Grunman top of the circle. 1:05 to play. Tigers in the front court. 1 minute left. Carter Reed on the drive. Shot up. No good. Rebound Brock Henderson for Atlantic. Trojans can take the lead of this possession. 55 seconds to play. Left side, Hudson McLaren back out top to Waters. Right baseline, Rasmussen. The senior with 31. Now kick out top to Waters. Waters swings it left to Hudson McLaren. Inside to Gab McLaren, and the ball stolen away. Picked back up by Rasmussen. Short jumper, no good. Foul called on Grunman. And that'll be number 3 on Lenox. Atlantic will have 2 free throws from Rasmussen, and he can take the lead with these 2. He has 31 points in the game. And Rasmussen is 2 for 4 from the line here in the contest. First of 2 short. 61-60, this one for the tie with 35 seconds left to play. Free throw by Rasmussen in the air and in and out and in. We're tied. 61-61 Tigers basketball. They'll walk it across with Carter Reed. Half a minute to go in the game. Reed stops, bounce pass, Grunman, timeout to Lenox. 26 seconds on the clock. 27 seconds on the game clock. They'll go for 1. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. 95.7 FM, our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Elkhart Plastics.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
On KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
61-61, Lenox basketball, 26 seconds to play. Carter Reed runs it down the backcourt. He'll bring it across the half-court line, 22 to go. Down to 20 seconds on the clock. We're tied at 61. Lenox with the basketball. Will we go to overtime where the Tigers get a point? Driving is Reed. Back out top at 14 out of 13 to go. Reed, left side of Grundman. We're down to 10. Grundman hits the deck, and we've got a timeout called. With 6 seconds to go, they got a jump ball called.
And it's Atlantic's possession.
Atlantic has possession. With 6 seconds to go. And a timeout, Coach Franken. So Atlantic will have a chance at a last-second shot, Cody Weaver.
Oh, boy. The pressure here.
So Grumman had the ball, and then he hit the deck, and a jump was called.
It almost looked like he tried to call a timeout himself because he knew he was in trouble, and they call it a jump ball. So
we'll keep it right here. Atlantic led 18-14 after 1 quarter of play, and they opened up a 33-25 lead at the halftime break. Out of the third quarter, they took a 35-25 lead, and then the Lenox really went to work, outscoring the Trojans down the stretch, holding them to 7 while scoring 22 points in that third quarter of play. And it's 61-61 with 6 seconds to go on the clock. Atlantic will set up a shot here, and I'm sure they'll go to Rasmussen, or I'm not too sure he'd go down to Gavin McLaren and try to get that inside jumper.
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking before you mentioned something, because it's been open, but we'll see what they do, what their coach kind of called from an offensive or defensive standpoint in their timeout.
The ball will be in bounds just barely in the Lenox front court, so Lenox back court. Hudson McLaren will throw it in.
And somebody's got to go out there and get the ball, though.
Here we go. Hudson McLaren will throw it into Waters. Waters top of the circle over to Hudson McLaren, and we've got a whistle, a foul called on the Tigers with 2 seconds to play. So the ball will be out of bounds again, this time on the far sideline. Atlantic has 2.8 seconds to get a shot off.
And that was not a bad foul, because obviously there's no shots there. So
61-61 pass coming into Rasmussen, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gabe Funk on the chase. Timeout, Coach Franken. 1.8 on the clock. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, and we'll take it with them. We're back in a moment right after this, 61-61.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Atlantic with the basketball. They're inbounds near the half-court line of their front court. We're tied at 61-61. The sophomore Hudson McLaren will throw it in. Atlantic with Gavin McLaren, Brock Henderson, Colton Rasmussen, and Nolan Waters in there. Here's the throw in by Hudson McLaren out top the Rasmussen. A fire at the buzzer, no good. And we're going to overtime. 61-61, and we'll take a timeout. We're back right after these.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team or group today. Give them a call at 243-4379. That's 243-4379.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Glow Bowling. All the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl, Highway 71 in Atlantic.
We go to overtime. Trojans scored 19 in that stanza. And for the Tigers, they had 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 13. So Lenox outscored Lenox 19-13 in that fourth quarter. So Brock Henderson will throw it up here, and along with Funk, and is controlled by Funk, but Hudson McLaren snags it for Atlantic. Trojans possession overtime. 4 minutes on the clock. Atlantic with the OT possession here. Pass left side to Rasmussen, a baseline to Waters. We got a whistle. And evidently something at the bench. 11 seconds, 3:49 to go. I don't know if they didn't get the shot clock
Yeah, the
going.
shot clock's still at 35. So
we'll have to try to figure out. You got to go by the game clock. So you've got 3:49.
Yeah.
At least 11 seconds off that. Yeah, we're going to take 7. We'll see what they do here. 11 seconds went off that game clock. So they're going to say 7 off the shot clock. Rasmussen with the inbounds with 3:47 to play in OT. We're tied at 61, right baseline to Nolan Waters. Waters now will leave it off for Gab McLaren inside. He had to go out and chase it. Back to Waters. Across the court, and the skipper to Hudson McLaren. Top of the circle, Gavin McLaren. He'll take it to the rim. Layup up, no good. Brock Henderson rebound. Back out top. Waters. He'll launch the 3.
Oh, boy, Tom. That's a big bucket.
Whoa. Huge bucket. 64-61 Waters with the triple for Atlantic. Trojans up by 3 in overtime. Driving Carter Reed, followed by Jay Baseline. Can't get it to go. Rebound inside. Evans, and a foul called on Henderson. 3:06 to play. Overtime. Atlantic up 64-61. What a 3 by Waters. And that wasn't with his tool on the line. That was a deep 3. And that's
about the first time we've seen him kind of shoot some threes other than kind of at the beginning of the game. And
Evans' free throw is no good. Big free throw here. Evans with a couple of three-point shots tonight. Second free throw is good. And Atlantic's lead is shaved to 2, 64-62 in OT. 3 minutes to play. Hudson McLaren high and right, back out top to Brock Henderson, left side of Waters. He'll fire a 3, no good. Rebound comes off to Carter Reed. Lenox possession front court. 2:50 to go, overtime. Reed, top of the circle, drives in, kicks right. Evans back out to Funk. Funk on the drive on Rasmussen. He'll take it to the rim, layup, no good, foul Atlantic. So now Funk, 2 free throws, can tie it with a couple of makes here with 2:41 to go in overtime. And Funk with 25.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding game offensively and defensively.
He's got to be getting close to a double-double. He has 10 rebounds on an average coming in. Free throw is good by Funk. His second free throw, he's 2 for 2. 64-63, 64-64. Funk, just a smooth player. We're tied up 64-64. And Funk with the bucket there for the Tigers, his 27. Atlantic in the front court. Waters high and left. Skip pass to Hudson McLaren on the right wing. 2:25 to go in overtime. Tied up at 64. Hudson McLaren loops it left side of Waters. Baseline Henderson. He'll take it to the rim. Layup no good, but he's fouled with 2:18 to play. So the lefty will hit to this charity stripe. 2:18 on the clock. We're tied at 64-64. We'll see what the senior can do here. Eyes the rim. Ball's in flight, and it is good. A big free throw. Wow. Henderson 2 for 4 at the line. Puts his team up by a point, 65-64. 2:18 to play in OT. Second free throw in the air and good. Boy, that's clutch there, Cody.
That's key points there that you're going to need down the road here, as tight as this game has been kind of all the way through.
2:10 left. Lenox ball in the front. Here's Stokes for 3 for the lead, no good. And the rebound, Hudson McLaren knocked it out of Evans' hands. Out of bounds, Lenox will have the ball with 2:04 to go, down by 2. 66-64 Atlantic with the lead in OT. Stokes, Reed will throw it in out top to Gabe Funk, guarded by Rasmussen. Funk takes it to the elbow. Left baseline, driving, and the ball almost stolen away by It is! Rasmussen stealing Stokes.
That was a great pick right there by Rasmussen to get the ball moving in a different direction.
And he'll bring it across the timeline now. He'll slow it down. 26-27 the shot, or 5 on the shot clock. Inside, Gavin McLaren layup up, no good. A rebound comes off the Funk. Funk will drive the front court. Left wing Stokes. The left, he'll fire the triple. No good. Gavin McLaren rebound for Atlantic. Trojans by 2. Pass ahead to Henderson. Inside to Gavin. He'll take it to the rim. Blocked by Funk. Funk with the block and the ball. He'll take it to the front. He'll pull up the free throw line. Fires, no good. Rebound Evans. Stokes left wing. Foul McLaren. 1:19 to go in a wild one. 66-64 Atlantic by 2 on the St. Pros scoreboard. And Stokes will shoot a pair. Laramie with no points here in the ball game. Stokes averaging 4 a game. His free throw on the way and too hard off the back iron. Atlantic's lead still 2, 66-64. Stokes' second free throw coming up. He shoots 60% from the line. He's now 23 of 39. Second free throw is good. 66-65. Atlantic by 1. Trojans have the ball in the backcourt. 1:18 to play in overtime. Rasmussen brings it across for the Trojans. Across the half-court line, picked up by Carter Reed. Rasmussen on the bounce. Leaves it over to Waters, high and left. 1 minute left in OT, Atlantic by 1. Waters directs traffic, bounce pass Hudson McLaren, high and right. Now 10 on the shot clock. Trojans will have to head towards the basket. McLaren back out to Rasmussen. 6 seconds on the clock. He'll fire a bomb. No good. Rebound to Brock Henderson. The Atlantic gets a fresh clock. Back out top to Hudson McLaren to Rasmussen. They get a fresh 30 seconds now. 36 to go in the game. Down low, Henderson. Out top to Waters. 30 seconds to play. 19 the shot clock. Waters back out top. Atlantic up by 1, 66-65. Waters left side, 23 seconds to play. Atlantic in the front court, draining the clock. Rasmussen pulls up, elevates, fires, no good. Rebound pulled down by Funk, and Lennoxon takes the lead. 13-12, 11 to go. 10 seconds down to 9. Tigers down by 1. Timeout called by the Tigers with 9 seconds to play. And Atlantic up 66-65. We'll take a timeout with them. And we're back right after this.
Colton with you more.
Olson's BP in Atlantic is the keep you going store.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has
the perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic.
Back to Atlantic, 66-65 Trojans, but Lennox has the ball with 9 seconds to go. They'll inbounds in their front court. We'll see what they draw up here, Cody.
I mean, it's tight. You can't dare foul unless if you're going to foul, you need to foul right away so you have a chance to get back down the court. But it's
Coach West, head coach for the Tigers, drawing up the play here. Funk has been the hot hand with 27, way over his average of 22. And Atlantic comes out here on defense. The trigger man will be Stokes on the near sideline. 66-65 Atlantic by 1. 9 seconds to go. Lennox basketball down by a point. Here's Stokes to try to throw it in. Way out top. Evans. 7 to 6 seconds on the clock. 5. Evans to Funk out top, and he went over and back. Over and back. Atlantic will get the ball.
And that's, unfortunate for him to make that mistake. As good a game as he's had offensively and defensively. And the game isn't over yet.
Rasmus had great defense that forced that play for Atlantic. And the Trojans now by a point. 3 seconds on the clock. Hudson throw it in to Rasmussen. He'll hold the ball. He's fouled at 1. 66-65 Atlantic by 1 in overtime. And things are looking pretty good for the Trojans here. Colton Rasmussen will shoot a pair. Atlantic 66-65. Rasmussen just tore loose in that fourth quarter. His first of two in flight and no good.
Going to be timeout here by...
Coach West wants a timeout for Lenox, a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back right after this.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Fantacker, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Welcome back. Coach West calling a timeout for Lenox with 1.6 seconds on the clock. Atlantic coaching staff was discussing what they want to do defensively. Rasmussen will have a free throw. And it's going to take a prayer, Cody Weaver, for the Tigers here. It'll be a touch. It depends on where they touch the ball. If it goes through the net, they can throw it down the floor. And a rebound, I don't know if you have him miss the shot. Would that be better? Or to make it, 1.6 to go. Nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, if it was me, I'd want to make it just to make it at least a 2-point game.
Exactly. Their bomb would be a three.
But anyway, correct.
But we'll see here. Ras at the free throw line. He has 13 points in the fourth quarter alone, 32 for the game. And the senior, averaging 26, will shoot. He has over 1,000 points in his career. He did that at Kemper way back in early January. So Colton Rasmussen will shoot the second of two. He missed the first free throw. And now this will be for a 2-point lead with 1.6 seconds to go. Free throw on the way and good. 33 for Rasmussen.
So you're gonna want to be on him right away, because as soon as that ball touches. Here's the throw in by
Carter Reed. Here it is down the floor, and it is tipped away. The clock did not stop. The clock did not start. And now we've got zeros on the clock.
And the Lenox fans are not happy.
That ball, as we looked, it was tipped, and the clock didn't start. Nonetheless, 67-65 Atlantic with the win tonight over the Lenox Tigers in a wild one here. Some good basketball and some good performances here to talk about our postgame show. It's brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors that caring for neighbors.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop.
Rolling.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor.
Game show here, 67-65. We have a lot to recap here in this basketball game tonight, and Lenox, give them credit, they came from behind in that third quarter trailed by 10, able to outscore Atlantic with the 22-9, but the Trojans outscoring the Tigers 19-13 the fourth quarter, then in overtime coming away with a 67-65 win. Not many points scored that 4 minutes. It was 61-61 after regulation. Just looking at the scoring here briefly for Lenox, first of all, they were led by Gabe Funk with 27, Carter Reed with 19 points. Dawson Evans had a couple of threes in the ball game. He had 10 for Lenox, and then Brody Brokaw with the 3, and Owen Drummond off the bench with 2, and Peyton Toll had a pair for the Lenox Tigers. Well, I'll tell you, what a night for Colton Rasmussen. He had 33 for the ball game. He had 14 points in the fourth quarter alone. He sat when the Tigers made that run because he's had that leg injury. But Nolan Waters had a key 3 in overtime, I think, and you mentioned that, Cody Weaver, to put Atlantic up 64-61. That was huge.
Yeah, it took a little bit of pressure off there for a short period of time.
And he ended up with 5 points in the game, but Tyrell Williams had 2. Again, Rasmussen with 33. Gab McLaren had another good night. He came off a 17-point performance against Harlan, that loss on Tuesday. But he had 4 points the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter, 8 at half. He had 14 after 3 quarters of play, and he ended up with 20 points for Atlantic tonight, averaging 12 coming in. And Brock Henderson had a good night as well defensively, rebounds. He ended up with 6 points, 7 points, in the ball game. He was 3 for 4 from the 3 for 5 the free throw line with a couple of buckets for Atlantic. 67-65, the final score here. The Trojans with a win at home over the Lenox Tigers, and they'll face Harlan at home again on Monday. We'll have that game as well here at 95.7 FM. We'll continue our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health.
Olson's BP in Atlanta.
Elkhart Plastics in Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics.
Back post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors, and we're joined by Atlantic head basketball coach Dalton Franken. Boy, what a game. You had some great performances here by guys, and big third quarter for Lenox, but you're able to battle back. And let's start from the beginning. And a pretty good start for your team. A nice run at the end of the first quarter to take the lead.
Yeah, the boys came out and they fought all night. We knew we had a size advantage, so we really wanted to take advantage of that down low. I thought we did a good job of doing that at the beginning of the game. And then we, coming out in the second half, they started doing their, a little bit in the second quarter, they started doing a little bit of a box and one. We scored against it 2 or 3 times right away. They got out of it. And then in that third quarter, we were terrible offensively. A ton of turnovers leading to easy baskets for them on the other end. I think we gave up 20 or 22 points in the third quarter. Not ideal, but I told the guys in the locker room, just proud of their fight. They didn't quit on each other, and we got the stops when we needed to. Would just like to see us have a little bit better composure down the stretch there. We strung together about 3 stops in a row, and we wanted to be patient and pull it out and run the shot clock down. And, a couple of them we probably could have finished pushing it ahead, but they ended up swiping it away from us. So, but all in all, we'll take a win. It's our first win at home this year, so I'm happy for the guys. I was really proud of the way Ras bounced back and fought through. He's not 100%, but he sure looked like it tonight. So he played well.
14 points in the fourth quarter and in overtime, 14 points for him. And you went inside to Gavin McLaren, took advantage of the height, and Gavin ended up with 20 points. He had a good night again.
Yeah, Gavin had a great game for us, was really active in the high post against their 2-3 zone, as well as in their junk box and one defense there. So was really proud of Gavin tonight. He finished really well down low, was very active for us, and we needed him to be. And we got contributions from everyone tonight. That's what it takes. That's what it takes.
Well, Coach, moving forward now, Harlan comes to town on Monday, and of course the team you fell short to on Tuesday. You'll see them on your home court on Monday. Talk about the rematch here.
Yeah, it'll be a battle. They're big inside, and we honestly match up pretty well with them inside. The biggest thing was they just kind of beat us up on the offensive glass the first time we played them, and we struggled against their junk defense and against their 2-3 zone defense, but we'll be ready to battle. We just gotta start on the defensive end, take away their sets, keep them off the offensive glass, limit them to one shot, and be patient on the offensive end. And I like our matchup with them. We just have to execute.
Coach, Brock Henderson, first half came in off the bench, really did a great job, rebounds, assists, and that type of thing. And talk about his performance.
Yeah, Brock was big for us tonight. I know he had a few blocks for us there at the rim. He was protecting the rim for us. He did a great job doing that. He had some big rebounds. And Brock does a ton of stuff, just like Tyrell Williams does. They do a ton of stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Brock's a great screener. He's developed into a really good screener this year. And I know that's not every kid's dream is to be called a good screener, but that impacts winning. Those are winning plays. Those are winning efforts. And that's really what I try to stress to Brock. It's not going to show up in the stat sheet. Same thing with Tyrell. But those those are winning plays, winning efforts, and somebody's got to do them. And you got to be a team-first guy to do that. And Brock and Tyrell both do a really good job of that. But Brock was big tonight. I was proud of him.
Yeah, Coach told me the 2 starters, Nolan Waters and Hudson McLaren.
Yep. Nolan was big for us. He hit a big 3 there at the beginning of overtime,
Huge.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Huge 3 for us. And he'd kind of been quiet in the second half, so props to him for stepping up. Didn't shy away from the moment. It was a big shot for us. And Hudson McLaren, he had a rough start to the game. They got on him a little bit, but he responded well. He's a tough kid, and he didn't shy away from the moment. We had him in there in crunch time, and he didn't shy away from the moment at all. So just proud of everybody in there tonight. Proud of the whole team. So it was a good win for us.
Very good. Coach, thanks a bunch, and best of luck on Monday. We'll see you here.
Thanks, Tom.
You bet. Dalton Franken, head coach, joining us here on it. Post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors that caring for neighbors. And we're going to talk to Colton Rasmussen, who ended up with 33 points here tonight, 13 coming in the fourth quarter, plus his free throw there in that fourth quarter, huge. We'll talk to the senior right after this on 95.7 FM, our live video stream on westerniowatoday.com.
The Cass Health Pharmacy is now open. With their convenient hours of Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, they will make it easy to get your prescriptions. Plus, you can transfer your current prescriptions to them by just calling 712-243-7508 or stop by and they'll take care of you. And if you're a MyChart user, you can easily request prescription refills and renewals. If you don't have an account yet, the Cass Health pharmacists are here to help. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Welcome back. Post-game show here on 95.7 FM and a live video stream, westerniowatoday.com. We've got Colton Rasmussen with us. 33 points tonight. Really went on a tear in that fourth quarter when it was really needed, Colton. And talk about your run there, the team's run in that overtime. Waters had a big three-point shot, but talk about your 14 points there in this fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. In the third quarter, we came out really slow. We weren't doing anything on offense. So when it came to the fourth quarter, I knew that I had to go and I had to get our team back into this game. And so I just got the ball and just willed ourselves back into it.
No doubt about it. And what can you say about the team here, hanging in there in that fourth quarter in the overtime?
Oh, yeah. We did. The whole team just did amazing. Gavin, I think he had probably 20, and Brock Henderson, he played great tonight too. Same with Nolan Waters, and everyone just all around. We just played good basketball, all the way to the end, and had some turnovers at the end and some not smart things that we did, but in the end we came out with a win.
Yeah, Colton, you've seen a lot of different defenses this season. How do you adjust to that when we talk about a box in one and what the Cyclones ran on you last Tuesday? How do you adjust to those things?
Yeah, it can be tough, but we work on them in practice all year long, and eventually towards the end of the season, you kind of see it, and, I can kind of start to recognize what it is and where the open spots will be and how to get my teammates open and how to get myself open. But, it can be a challenge at sometimes, but, I'm getting used to it.
Talk about Nolan Waters' three-point shot to start that overtime. How big was that?
Oh, that was huge. He hadn't hit one in a little while in this game, so he hit that one, and that was just great,
Well, moving forward to talk about, you've got Harlan on Monday. You travel to Dennis on Tuesday, and then the postseason play starts the next week. What do you want to see here moving forward now?
Yeah, Harlan, I'm looking at another chance to, get back at them because I was not healthy last time we played them. And, I'm feeling a lot better now, and, I'm just hoping we can compete with them and come out with a win.
Very good. Cole, congrats on the victory tonight. A big night, 33 points with now 538 points on the season. Of course, your 1,000 career mark reached here many, many weeks ago. Best of luck here on Monday.
Thank you.
You bet. Colton Rasmussen joining us here on the Cass Health postgame show. 33 for the senior tonight, and he had 13 in that fourth quarter. Add that to the free throw in the overtime, 14 points, and a big win for Atlantic over really a good Lenox basketball team, Cody Weaver, and you got to be impressed with the guys with Funk and Carter Reed as well.
Defensively and offensively, there was runs by both teams. Neither team gave up. They continued to fight, to the very end, and I believe Lenox starts their sub-state on Monday away.
Yes, they do. Bedford, I believe, yeah.
It was a good game for both. Because it's a competitive game, and you can't, give up at any point in this game, offensively or defensively, because it was so back and forth the whole game. I mean, there were some big runs in there, but for sure it was a tight game the whole time.
Well, Cody, we'll be right back here tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to the district wrestling tournament. I'll be with Cody Weaver, and we'll bring you reports early morning, 10 o'clock. We'll start our broadcast. We'll hear from Coach Duff at 10 o'clock on the Elvis Haas State Farm Coaches Show. And then, of course, we'll get things started there at 10. And then reports twice an hour on 95.7 FM. And then, of course, we'll have live coverage of the finals. Cody Weaver will have a play-by-play of the finals. Hope to have several interviews afterwards. And it's going to be a fun day. The top 2 individuals will qualify for the state wrestling tournament next week, starting on Wednesday, the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. And also, tomorrow night, we do have regional basketball in Atlantic. We'll travel up to Gallery to take on Southeast Valley. And Zach Collins will be having the call on that one here on 95.7 FM after wrestling. Zach will head up north and bring you that game. Should be a great one. Atlantic and Southeast Valley in the regional quarterfinals. Winner plays either Cherokee, Washington, or Greene County. Cody, any final thoughts before we sign off? We're going to see you right back here tomorrow here in about 12 hours, huh?
No, I mean, it's a good basketball game, really by both teams, and both very evenly matched teams. So the fans got their money's worth, and the fans were not comfortable at any point in the game from either side. So you hate to see in this type of game a team lose, but we're happy to have Atlantic win this one.
We did. Hey, we'll have Atlantic Sports Saturday coming up tomorrow morning as well, starting at right around 9 o'clock. We'll hear from Coach Tim Duff and Coach Dalton Frank and Coach Dan Vargas, and will also be online, as well as archery coach Clint Rowland. We'll hear from him tomorrow. We'll hear from Atlantic Boys swim coach Cody McCready. He'll wrap up the season 1 week from tomorrow. Hey, for Cody Weaver, I'm Tom Robinson. Thanks for joining us on TV and on the radio here on 95.7 FM and live video streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
This has been a presentation of Atlantic Trojans.